The very definition of investing. My greatest ever trade, my greatest ever day since I started investing. Over $5,500 from the bottom of that dip to the top. Why am I wearing red? Because it was a red day. Why exactly? I'm going to explain in this video. And once you've watched this video, I strongly recommend that you go and look at my masterclass video. I've just put the full story of how I invest, how you should invest in my opinion. It's only my thoughts here, but go and check this out. It's a 33-minute masterclass video. People seem to really like it and enjoy it, and from looking at the average watch time, you're watching all of it as well. So please go and check that out. But why I'm wearing red is because I haven't slept at all. I've been up all night. Remember what I've always said, that the red days are the days I go to work. The green days, we just sit here and enjoy it. But I've been up all night researching, studying, and going all in. And when I say go all in, I mean going all in. Look at my position. I now have $206,000, 101 margin, $206,000 invested, $250,000 invested, including my IRA. I started with $5,000. That's it. And now it boomed. Why did it boom? Well, we covered the FOMC report and people got fearful. Big YouTubers like Meet Kevin were saying that they're lying, manipulating, all nonsense. What Jerome Powell said was exactly what we predicted and exactly what we expected. Not loads of rate cuts next year, a couple, but now there actually could be more. I budgeted for 2. Wall Street budgeted for many. It sold off. Everyone thought it was terrible. It wasn't terrible. He's avoiding a Paul Volcker. Inflation is coming down steady. All good. We proved that this morning on the CPI report this morning, the favored position. We gave you this news, and it was stock futures par losses as core PCE comes softer than expected. Way softer than expected by some, not by me. So I started buying during the FOMC report. I continued to buy. I was up all night when it got even worse. Donald Trump was threatening all kinds of tariff deals. The government shutdown was spooking everybody out. The market was going through the roof. Everything was selling out. Everything was dumping. Crypto was dumping. The S&P was dumping. And I started buying more and more and more. I was up all night trading and investing. And my show went late today because I was unable to complete my last trades before I came on air. I don't trade on air. I don't want to be pumping anything, but I want to be buying more and I need to focus. I don't do that for entertainment purposes. That is not entertaining. That's my real money. $250,000 is no joke. All right, that amount of margin is no joke. We had the favored inflation gauge. No surprise. Why was anyone surprised? You shouldn't have been. Now we've got this news that the House have been rejecting at the last minute the government funding. We're hearing now they are very close to getting a deal once again. We had a live phone-in today on the show. It was a crazy moment. People were talking about the government shutdown, how nonsense it is. We had a really great debate. Last night, I made history by being on an earnings call, not covering an earnings. We were doing that, but I mean phoning in next to the banks, institutions. I was on the earning call. Bit of YouTube history last night. I was able to be on an earnings call. It's all about associating with the right people, making friends at the top, paying no attention to the noise, the trolls, the bots, the scammers, the gamblers, people like Meet Kevin, people like Omar, telling everybody the world's coming to an end. Follow me, buy my rubbish stock, sell me training programs. We provide it all for free. That's why 98% of our viewers are members, higher than any other channel in the world. That's why I recorded this. I called it Masterclass, not because I wanted to, because you told me to. It's very difficult for me because I'm a very personal, emotional entertainer, real person. And for me, saying something great about myself is difficult. I don't like saying it. I don't do it until this video. Because when I recorded it live, you told me in the chat, We love this. This is a masterclass. It's hard for me because as a YouTuber, I am the creator, but I'm also the promotion and marketing team. And who wants to say the greatest investor in the world or the best information in the world or whatever? It might be, but you don't want to say it because you just sound a bit of an arse. So I don't. But you told me to, and you were right. People see it that way. And I need to look at it as a third person. If I was a publisher and I was promoting me, how would I promote me? Not me promoting me. So that's why I recorded that. So alongside my masterclass video, as described by you, this is evidence of what real investing is. If I ever wanted to produce evidence of what real investing is, it's this: reacting to macro conditions. An investor goes when everyone else runs away. The green days are coming again. They're there again now. I haven't got to do anything. I just sit back and relax. The investment, the work has been done. The study of the balance sheets has been done. We understand the businesses. We have the friends at the top. We're taking part in earnings calls. We're interviewing CEOs. We're not interested in what people are doing on YouTube, what trolls are saying and bots and scammers. I'm not interested. I'm interested in what the money is doing. Let's learn from the top. Let's share that information with people. And when it gets tough and the government acts like children and threatens not to get their job done like children, and pretend to throw out to throw the government under a bus and then expect us to pay for it because we pay for the government, and then expect us to vote for them when they're potentially putting people out of business. What an absolute joke that was. That presented me with opportunity. If you're brave and you know your positions are strong, you can buy them. If you understand that the inflation is good and inflation is already coming down, you can buy it. Thank you, Matt McLaren. All of this, you know. So this is the very definition of investing. Now, when people say you can't get rich by buying the S&P 500, buy Binky Bonk coin. Rubbish. You can't get rich with $1. Rubbish. I started with 5,000. I've now got $250,000 invested. You can get rich owning the S&P. Absolutely you can. Because the S&P, you can buy a macro dip with confidence if you've studied the information. If Binky Bonk coin goes down 1,000,000% and you buy that, there's no guarantee it will ever go up again. I knew this was going up. Was it difficult to do it? It was difficult to look at the number on the screen, but the principle hasn't changed, whether it was $1 or $1,000,000. The day will come, and it's already there. I'll be doing $100,000 trades. Who would have thought that 3 years ago? The day will come when it won't feel uncomfortable to have $1 million margin. Why would it feel uncomfortable if I got 10 million in assets? Makes no difference. The principle is the same. And today, from the bottom of that curve to where it is now, is about $5,500. There you go. Down 2 and 2.1 and now up 3.5. And we're just getting started. By the end of the day, we could be a $10,000 swing. $10,000. And the great part about it is I don't have to sell it and panic and go, oh my God, let me take some profit because it's a crypto asset with no underlying principle. I don't have to pay tax. I don't have to do anything. And what's even better is that $250,000 altogether can now compound and make $25,000 a year just by going sideways. The 10%, which is sideways for me on the S&P, with macro dips and extra income and earning money on YouTube and buying more and taking dividends and reinvesting, way more. But just doing absolutely nothing now. I have got what some people live on in England. In where I come from, there are people living on $25,000. And I've got that now without doing anything. The very definition of investing is what you're seeing right there. And everyone could have done what I did. Didn't require any special information. Didn't require anything. Didn't require money. Didn't require anything at all. It just required discipline, patience, and conviction of when to move. And when I move, I move. Just like when Warren Buffett bought Coca-Cola, he didn't buy 20 shares, he bought half the business. Exactly the same. This is the definition of investing. This is what explains my full masterclass as you described it. Please go and check it out. That's it from me. I will see you back later on this afternoon. There may or may not be a closing bell show this afternoon because I've been up all night doing this. Very, very tired. But there will be the music concert on my channel. I hope you tune into my music show. There is a link for everybody in the chat watching right now, and I'll post a link to it. When this video comes out, I'll put a premiere. It will go to, if you've watched to the end, it'll take you automatically there. There we go. Investing. Don't be a gambler. Invest. Own the businesses and stay in, and that's all you got to do. Everyone could have done what I did, and I didn't have to buy any speculative asset to do it. Wow. Best day ever. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. Over here, I shall put my live concert tonight. And down here, I shall put history. Last night, I was on an earnings call where I was actually phoning in alongside the banks and institutions. Just down there, I was talking to the bigwigs on an earnings call. Check it out. You got to listen. It was a bit of history. I don't know if anyone on YouTube has ever called into an earnings call before. Associate with the right people. You win every time. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.